Okay, Ethan, here is a quick video just to review the things you've been learning this week. Please take a few minutes and pause the video and just make up some numbers and practice each one of these and make sure you're understanding. We might just go use this slideshow to do some more revision on Tuesday. Okay, the first thing I want to review with you is multiplying and dividing by 10, 100, and 1000 when we use a place value chart. Okay, first we're going to do this slide and divide by 10 and multiply by 10. So I'm going to give you a number on the place value chart, and then we're going to multiply by 10 and divide by 10. So maybe pause the video and see if you can do the multiplying and dividing by 10. Okay, let's take the number 432 and 74 hundredths. That's how you would say it in word form. And if we multiply it by 10, remember we just go across the line, that's multiplied by 10. So we would have the number 4,327 and 4/10. Now I'm going to erase, and then let's look at this and see if we can divide it by 10. Okay, to divide it by 10, we cross the one line because we have 1 0. The other direction because we're breaking it down to smaller parts, to 10 smaller parts. So we'd say 4, we'd have 4 10s, 3 1s, 2 10s, 7 hundredths, and 4 thousandths. And we would read this number 43 and 274 thousandths. Okay, we're going to take 541 and 8/10 and we're going to multiply it times 100. So if you see, we have times 10 times 10, 100 is 10 times 10. So we're going to go across two place value lines. So we would say 5 hundredths times 10 times 10, and we would get 5 10,000ths. Okay, and 4 thousandths, 1, 8, and then we would have to put a 0 here to hold our place value chart. So we could say that 541 and 8/10 times 100 would equal 54,180. Now let's divide by 100. Remember, 100 is still equal to 10 times 10, so we're going to divide across two place value lines. So let me erase, and then let's try this one by dividing. Okay, to divide by 100, we would have to go across two place value lines because remember, 100 is equal to 10 times 10. So 5 divided by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10. So if we take 541 and 8/10 divided by 100, we would have 5 and 418 thousandths. Okay, here we're going to do multiplication by 1000 and division by 1000. Remember, 1000 is 10 to the third power, 10 times 10 times 10. So let's put the number 26 here. Okay, so we have 26 times 10 times 10 times 10, and 6 1s times 10 times 10 times 10, and we get 26,000. 26 times 1000 is 26,000. So now I'm going to erase this bottom part, and we're going to do division. So dividing by 1000, divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10. Divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, and we have to put a 0 here. So our answer is 26 thousandths. Okay, now we're going to review word form, standard form, and expanded form, both fraction and decimals. Okay, if we look at this number, 256 and 781 thousandths, we can write this in different forms. This would be the standard form. We just put it on the place value chart. It's the same number, but we can write it in an expanded form, we can write it in word form, and we can write it in standard form. Okay, just take some numbers and practice word form and practice expanded form on your own. So I'm just going to do this one for you. So first we're going to do word form. Remember, word form is how you say the number. And remember, when we see a decimal point, we're going to say the word and. We've been saying .78, 0.781, but we're going to use the word and to represent our decimal. Okay, so the way that we would say this number is 256. So you can just take away what's past the decimal, and then just say and then say what your decimal is. So 256 and 781 thousandths. So whatever is on the end, you go up and you say that place value for the decimal part of this. Okay, so we'll practice a couple of the decimal ones, but let me show you this one in expanded form, both fractions and decimals. Okay, so 2 is in the hundreds place, so we have 2 times 100. 5 is in the tens place, so we have 5 times 10. 6 is in the ones place, we have 6 times 1. 7 is in the tenths place, we have 7 times 1/10, both fraction and decimal point. 8 is in the hundreds, so we have 8 times 100th and 8 times 100th. We have it both fraction form and decimal form. And then 1 is in the thousandths place, so 1 times 1,000ths fraction form and decimal form. Okay, so I'm going to go over word form with these decimals. We would say, let's say there was a 3 in front of all of these. So we'd say 3 and 4 tenths, because that's in the place, that's the 4 is in the tenths place. 3 and 7 tenths. 3 and 8 tenths. Here we would have 3 and 45 hundredths. 3 and 78 hundredths. 3 and 85 hundredths. And over here we would have 3 and 452 thousandths with the TH. 3 and 781 thousandths. 3 and 856 thousandths. So it doesn't matter what's over here, you just say that like you would normally say it, like we had 1,423 and 856 thousandths. So that's how you would say these numbers. So practice this. Okay, we're going to take the rest of this time to practice rounding to the nearest whatever, tens, hundreds, ones, thousandths, whatever it is. Okay, when we're rounding, remember, like if we were rounding to the nearest tenth, we would either stay at 6 or go up to 7. Okay, if we were rounding to the nearest hundreds, we would either stay at 400 or we would go up to 500. And if we were rounding to the ones, we would say 462, or we would round up to 3. Okay, so I'm going to go over with you each of these and see if that helps. Okay, to round to the nearest 10, so it's going to be either 40 or 50 and 46. And so the way we find that is, do you remember we draw our number line? We have 40 down here. We have 45 in the middle because we have to find our midpoint, and we never round to the middle. We round either 40 or we're going to round up to 50. So 46 would be about right here. So we're going to round up to 50. Okay. And then on this one, 365, we would do it's either going to be 360 or 370, because we're going to either be at the 6 or we're going to round up to the 7. And then what's in between? We have 365. So 365, if it's 5 or above, it goes to the top one. So we would round that one to 370. Okay, we're run out of time on this video, so I'm going to help you. We're going to review again rounding on Tuesday, Ethan. And if there's anything else that you're not understanding, please let me know on Tuesday. Okay, I'm praying for you. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.